All right, so for this first one, it tells you that you're dealing with waiting time. So anything that deals with measuring time, that's going to be continuous data because you could always, you could measure something down to the nearest tenth or the nearest hundredth. So time is always considered continuous. All right, and then it says make your table. So when we're doing the table just by hand, it only needs 2 columns. One column is going to have your classes in it. Okay, so this is going to be minutes eating, so or waiting. So just go wait, minutes. And then I'm told to use these intervals. So times that are greater than 0 up to and including 4 minutes. And then from 4 minutes up to and including 8. Sixteen or 12. And I think there's a 20 in there, so and then over here you'd have your frequencies. All right, so let's divvy this up. Hannah, you count all the digits, all the data points that are between 0 up to and including 4. Victoria, you do up to or from 4 up through 8 and including 8. And then I'll do the 8s to 12s. All right, so I got 8 to 12. So on mine, and 8's not included in mine. 8 would be included in yours, Victoria, because yours includes 8 and mine doesn't. So I have anything bigger than 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so mine has 5. How about you guys?
Mine has 9.
Okay, go ahead and do 12 to 16. Victoria, I'll do 16 to 20. So 16. So you count 16s, I don't. So I'm going to have anything bigger than 16. Got 2. How about you, Hannah? On the 0 to 4s.
I got 6.
Pardon me? 6?
I got 6.
Okay. And how about our 12 to 16s?
Wait, am I supposed to count 12 or not?
No.
I got 4.
Okay. All right. So now to make, there's our frequency table. Okay, and now to draw the histogram, our wait minutes go along the x-axis. And then the frequencies of those goes along the y-axis. And the width of each bucket or each column is 4. So all right. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5. Okay, so my first one, 6. Next one is 9. 5. Okay, so this was 1A over here with the continuous. This was B. This was C. And then D says describe the skew. So we had 3 types of skew. And the skew had to do where the long tail was if you were going to trace over this with like a smooth line. So this graph kind of follows this trend right here. So it's clumped. The long tail of this curve is to the right. So this is considered to be skewed right or positively skewed. So the word skew just means cockeyed, off balance. You know, there's more data over here than in the middle. When something is balanced, the curve is going to look like a bell. They call it a bell curve, normal curve, where the 2 sides of the curve are equal. All right, that's pretty straightforward. That's it. Okay, now the second one here. All right, where it's identifying the number of hours studied. So time again, that means it's continuous. Okay, and then we got to do a frequency chart, 10, 20, 30, and it looks like the biggest number in here is 50. So we got to go up to 50. Okay, and this is studying time. Okay, and we got T. Okay. So Hannah, if you would do 10 up to and including 20, and Victoria, you do bigger than 20 up to and including 30. So Victoria, you don't count the 20s, you do count the 30s. And then I'll do the 30 to 40s. I don't count the 30s, but I do count the 40s. All right, so anything bigger than 30. 1.
I got 5.
For the
10 to 20.
okay. Can you
I
do
got
go ahead.
8.
8. All right. And then we got 40s to 50s. So 49, 50, that's 2, 3, 3, 3. And then 50s to 60s. So it's got to be bigger than 50. So I think there's just 1. Just 1. Okay, and okay, so let's see. Since it doesn't start at 0, girls, you can start anywhere on here. What a lot of times you'll see is someone will show that there's a break in the graph right here, and they'll kind of do this. That just means they're not starting at 0. And then maybe I'll put my 10 right here. Okay, so 10 to 20. Okay. So 5, then 8. And then 5. 3, 1. Okay, so that's 1 or 2C. And then this is going to have the same skewness. The tail of it's lopsided to the left. You'd think you'd say that it's skewed left, but it's actually described the other way. So the long tail of this, or the longer tail, is to the right. So this is another one that is skewed right or positively skewed. All right, the next one has to do with the weights of groups of children. So weight is continuous because you could measure down to 1/10 of a gram, 100th of a gram. All right, draw the histogram. So this thing goes from 30 to 100, and then the frequency goes up to 18. So I'm going to count by twos on this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, and then 30 to 40. So I'm going to make these kind of skinny. Two, 4, 6. 10. $60, $70, $18. Nine, 5. And there's your chart. And this one is normally distributed because it's pretty balanced. Okay, can I move this, girls?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
All right, so the last two, okay, you're given the graph and all you're doing is just making the frequency chart. All right, so a group of biology students measured the lengths. So when we talk about lengths, we've got continuous data. And then my x-axis there is going to tell me what my intervals are. Okay, and then down in part A, it also tells me what the intervals are. So lengths.
Can you zoom in on the paper a little bit?
You betcha.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So this, like all the other ones, it includes the upper number, but it doesn't include the lower number. So the number of shellfish that we had between 0, and 10 is 1. We don't know where it was in there. It could be 8, could be 9, it could be 2, length of 2. All right, from 10 to 20, we had 2. Again, we don't know what their individual lengths are. We just know that they're in this interval. And then 20 to 30 is 3. 30 to 40 is 7. 40 to 50, 10. 50 to 60, 14. 60 to 70, 12. And that's it. Okay, our skewness on this, just from looking at the graph, now the long tail is to the left. So that would be a negative skew or skewed left. And then the last one is really just the same thing. Number of hours that a professional tennis player trains each day. So that's time, and time means continuous. Now these greater than or equal to and less than, these are all really important because it tells you what part is included in the class. So in all of these, the upper number has always been included, the lower number hasn't. Now, it can be the other way around. Like tomorrow when we do the histograms, it's the lower number is included and the upper number isn't. But on all these, it's been the upper limit. We call this the upper limit, and the 0 is the lower limit. And 67. And this one is also, the tail is to the right or to the left. So this is left or negatively skewed. So it's really straightforward stuff. I just think people got a little confused on what it was asking to do, but you can see, ladies, it's pretty basic. Okay, so tomorrow we'll do those spreadsheets. We just did part of the first one, and I'll be going over it tomorrow again. But it's basically doing all of this, but a couple of additional things, but using the computer to do it all. Okay, so you guys don't need to send this in. We did it. Well, no, I'll go ahead and attach it, send it in, and I'll go ahead and get it in my grade book. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
You betcha. Bye-bye.